All right. Welcome everyone back to the Collecting Brothers. I'm John, and this is Josh, and we are talking toys. Welcome back to another weekly episode of our Talking Toys. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. First off, happy Thanksgiving if you guys are celebrating. We do record these on Thursday, so happy Thanksgiving, guys. And hope you had a good Thanksgiving. If not, welcome here. We love you guys, and thanks for watching.
Yeah.
All right, but let's go ahead and jump in.
頭部破損損害不明
活動維持に問題発生状況はシンクログラフ反転パルスが逆流して
Uh-oh.
We are starting off with a public service announcement to the collecting community. You know, this is a warning to all collecting community, to the whole collecting community, all 60 to 80 of you legends that watch our show, to not order or pre-order, or if you have any pre-orders currently from Dorkside, to cancel them. And maybe not even cancel them through there, but cancel them through your credit card.
Yeah, through your method of payment, right? Your payment
method. But for sure, do not order anything from Dorkside currently. One like really sus thing that is happening here is all sales are final. I've been a Dorkside customer for the past maybe four to 5 years.
Yeah.
And this is maybe you guys can correct me if you guys have shopped from there, but I've never seen where they put all sales are final thing attached to their sales.
Yeah.
And it just reminds me of when Megalopolis was doing their thing. They did the same thing. Like they accepted returns before, but then kind of towards the end, they started saying all sales are final.
Yeah.
And also I was just doing a little research and talking to other collectors and toy collectors. And I found some really disturbing news. I'm going to do a video about it and I'll post it up here later. But yeah, just do not order anything from Dorkside currently until the dust settles.
Yeah, just take a pause. Let's see what happens with this. If you don't know Megalopolis, I'm sure if you're new to collecting, but people were not getting their money back, and
I was one of them.
Yeah, you were one of them, and so people were basically getting stolen from, and so we're starting to see a couple of trends. Josh is starting to reach out to community members, and we're starting to see the same type of similar patterns from back then. So we have that knowledge of what happened before, but keep a lookout for that video that Josh will do. He'll go ahead and break that down for you guys. But as of this moment, we recommend that we just stop.
Bring out the all
Cancel and don't let's just pause, right? Not forever. Let's just take a break. Let's just see what happens.
Honestly, I do hope. I don't think they will, but I hope that they pull through, but I just don't think they will.
We'll see. Yeah, exactly.
Because I've loved Dorkside. and they've always had great prices. And
good deals,
every now and then, like they would cancel an order, but it was like no big deal because they were funny. But I hope they pull through.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But PSA, watch out, take a pause. Let's see what happens. Entertainment Earth is currently having an amazing Black Friday sale. Just deep kit discounts. I mean, you can get a McFarlane figure for $8. It is a really good sale. But if you guys do go to Entertainment Earth, be sure to use our code BROTHERS. Use our code BROTHERS at checkout for 10% off, and of course free shipping for orders over $39. All right, let's go ahead and jump into our show today with, of course, the ever consistent McFarlane, and he hit it pretty hard this week. Last week was kind of slim. This week he's hitting it pretty hard. We are getting this beautiful Catwoman here from, I'm assuming, the Adam West series with the purple coloring, of course. Not that I know specifically where they're pulling their inspiration from, but with the purple and the black, this is a great classic Eartha Kitt Catwoman. Of course, it's not Eartha Kitt, but yeah.
It's using the Adam West color, but it looks more modern than that. I'm not sure. Some comic book. But right. I do like purple Catwoman. I don't mind the purple Catwoman. I do think it's a nice color to do.
Yeah, my favorite, of course, is Michelle Pfeiffer's Batman Returns Catwoman, but that's another thing.
Who knows? Maybe one day we'll get that.
One day.
That's a cool costume. Yeah, it's a cool costume.
So good. But yeah, next up we are getting this armored Batman. And man, this guy's looking thick, and I love that you're also getting the wings with him.
Yeah, and like even from the first wave, there was like the armored like I can't remember what it was, but it was like an armored Batman. It was like the Hellbat armor, that was in the very first wave came with those massive wings, and I was just so surprised that it was like such a big figure with wings that was still $20.
Still
and
$20, yeah.
Still $20, man, with these huge wings.
It's not considered a bath or anything. It's just part of the figure. And so, and I do like I'm getting some kind of like steampunk vibes off of his armor, just that like the silo-ish, like cylindrical sleekness of it. But yeah, we got this armored Batman here. All right, and then next up we have this. Watch out! We got Superboy from the '90s comic version, and honestly, man, I feel like they're just the only reason they shot this was because of that. But man, this is some.
They knew what they were doing. Yeah, they knew.
This is some Joel Schumacher Batman shots here.
Yeah.
But I do dig the punk, like the the biker leather jacket, the sleekness of it, the haircut. It looks cool. I mean, I don't know what the front of it looks like, but for what we're getting.
Yeah, definitely hard to judge whether like this figure is like a get or not just because we haven't seen the front yet.
Yeah.
But time will tell.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, Superboy. We're getting a cool leather daddy Superboy. And then we're also getting this here, and I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue what this is from. Some weird Batman alternate timeline. I'm assuming. I don't know, but I do like the color scheme: the yellow, the black, the white. I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, me too. Out of the three we've seen so far, this is my favorite out of the three. I like this figure. I don't know anything about it either, but it just looks nice, like a cool suit. And I love that there's like the bat symbol on the visor.
Right,
you see that like the bat? Yeah, it's cool.
That is cool. Yeah, I didn't notice that. But I think that's like what Todd looks for, right? Todd doesn't necessarily read every single Batman comic. He just kind of looks for the cool looking figures.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what he said. And I do appreciate him like going on a limb here, just because like he did talk about how we always get like tons of Jokers, tons of Batmans, but then he also gives us the good stuff where it's going to maybe make collectors check out other comics and read more about these characters.
Exactly. This looks cool. Brown Batman, sign me up.
yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm not. Again, we don't know anything about this, but man, this aesthetic is clean.
It even looks like the eyes looks like armored Batman from The Dark Knight Returns. That's what it looks like exactly
with the straightness of it, the cowl.
Yeah, and the eyes that are so angular. It's like The Dark Knight Returns armored Batman.
That's cool. All right, and then next up we got another Joker. And this is from the Infinite Frontiers, so like the winter outfits that we got for Wonder Woman and Batman. This is that Joker from that series, and honestly, like not a bad Joker. I like this Joker. Like the colors are good.
I love the hair on it.
The hair looks good, like the the flowiness of it. And even like I don't know, I like that big chin. I mean,
it's very. I feel like reminiscent of like the Arkham Joker. I feel like the face wise. It's
not as angular, right? Not as pointy.
Yeah.
Like definitely like
it's still chiseled.
I like it. It's chiseled, and again, good, great colors on this one here for sure. All right, and then this is probably what I'm most excited for from the reveals is a Mr. Freeze.
Cool party.
And I was pulling up the Arkham series games, just trying to see where this inspiration came from. It's not quite Arkham Asylum or Arkham City or anything like that. It's just like I don't know where they got this inspiration from, but man, it is clean. It's like a classic dome, but also more technology on him, more detailing.
And I do believe this is our first Mr. Freeze in the DC McFarlane Multiverse line. And so that's why I'm definitely more excited about this, just because like, Joker is cool, but he's gotten a couple Jokers now, but this is our first Mr. Freeze. Yeah. And so this is cool.
And as people who grew up on the Joel Schumacher Batmans and watching Arnold Schwarzenegger play Mr. Freeze, Mr. Freeze is a character that I've always known and loved because of Arnie's performance in those movies. And it's cool to get this version of him. It's just super classic. And I love the goggles with the red eyes. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's
Arnie killed it. He had so many sick one-liners in that movie.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
We'll play some for you guys now.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Chill. Chill.
But yeah, this one looks great. This is probably my favorite out of all of them.
Definitely, yeah.
All right,
Goggles and
yeah,
everything. Yeah, the dome.
it's just perfect. It's just perfect. But next up, we do have probably my second favorite, mainly because I did watch the CW Flash series. It's a Jay Garrick. It's Jay
yeah,
Garrick.
I know. He was pretty big in that show. Yeah.
And it's so cool. Like the cool thing too about that show, I don't know, we don't have to get into it, but the actor who originally played the Flash in this 80s or 90s version where it didn't last, it got canceled. They contacted him and had him play the Jay Garrick version of the Flash, which is of course
that is cool.
Original Flash.
That is cool.
That's
always cool to get like the callback to those guys.
Yeah, and I love this helmet. Jay Garrick's helmet is like the best Flash helmet.
Yeah, for me, I don't know. This is like, yeah, it's whatever for me. But
yeah,
I do think, I wish though that Todd would maybe do a revamp of his effect pieces, because these look like the similar ones that we've gotten with the Flash.
Yeah, that's true. They were blue last time, huh?
No, not just because they're reused, but I just feel like they don't clip on tight enough and they fall off a lot.
True.
And they're just hard. So yeah, not just because if they were good and reused, I wouldn't mind it, but just because they're just kind of flawed, I feel like. Yeah,
like where it actually grips is too thin compared to what the actual effect piece is, right?
Yeah,
I agree. But yeah, Jay Garrick, man, that's such a classic.
It is. Vintage. It is a definitive classic. Yeah, Jay Garrick,
and I love him. Again, because I watched the CW show, so I know people out there.
Well, and a lot of people are big fans of him. People love the Jay Garrick Flash.
Okay, cool. That's cool. Yeah, this here you go, definitive version of classic comic book, Golden Age Jay Garrick. All right, and then next up, we have a little bit of it's an exclusive. It is an exclusive because we have gotten this figure before, but the wings and the accessories are different. Previously, they didn't come with the wings or the weapons, but this is a gold label Amazon exclusive My Hero Academia. I believe Hawk is their name.
Yeah, Hawk. This character is so sick in the anime. Like, I love Hawk, but one thing I wish he would have done, like, the wings are just ridiculous on this. He should have just made this a $30-$40 figure and just gone all out on the wings.
Yeah.
Just because, honestly, just because the wings are way too small.
They do look pretty small. Yeah,
they're way too small, and
we've gotten big wings before with the Spawn figure line.
Even with the Batman we just showed, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know. Even if it they'd like a $30 figure with just like bigger wings, I feel like that would have been the way to go. But seeing it as now, it just looks bad because they're too small.
And I don't know. McFarlane has not been like really feeding this line a lot.
No, they haven't.
It's kind of, I feel like it's in the back of their mind, and so that's kind of potentially what we're seeing.
The crazy thing is though, like, season 5 is currently going on right now, and it is hype. Like right now, it's like I think number 2 or number 3 anime currently like on Crunchyroll. So it's like getting a lot of viewership still. So I don't know. Maybe, I mean, it's not for lack of fans, right?
Right.
It's definitely...
Maybe nobody told Todd yet.
Exactly.
All right, so there's Hog, Amazon exclusive gold label. Let's go ahead and jump into Transformers. Now, this is another Haslab that we have not, we touched on it when it was announced, but haven't kind of been following it. But this is the Deathsaurus Haslab, and doing a lot better.
They're crushing it.
Yeah, 9,376 backers with 21 days left to go, just under a month there. Their goal is only 11,000. Transformer fans are coming out and getting this thing funded.
Yeah, I mean, they have Transformers fans. They're diehards because both their Unicron, which was like 550, funded all the way. The Deathsaurus counterpart, Sword, what was it?
I can't remember, but yeah, the
Sword Saber, something like that.
Yeah,
something like that. Saber. He funded all the way. So this will definitely fund, but we'll keep you guys updated to see if it funds. I would say the tiers, because like I said, we said that when we first announced this, they have 2 tiers, but they're a lot higher.
Sets of tiers, right? Yeah, but they're
a lot higher than what normal because normal Haslabs it's like up to 16,000 you get everything, and I think this one's 18,000 to get everything.
To get everything in, and I do think we should mention the price point is only $179 or $180. Right? So, I mean, our Marvel Legends Haslab Robbie Reyes Engine of Vengeance Rip was just too much. It was just too much.
Yeah, and just like we talked about, like I think that's where their success is coming from, because you could point to the Unicron funded, but Unicron funded in a different time. Unicron funded in different. Like it was one of I think it was like the second Haslab.
It's like 18, 19.
Yeah, it was like the second Haslab after Sentinel.
Yeah.
So it was a different time when people's pockets were full, you know. So like, I think what you said. Yeah, it's the $180 price point. That's just very appealing.
Yeah, no, they definitely know what they're doing. But
one critic that we had was that they had no unpainted, and finally we have a painted shots.
True. We are getting some painted shots of Deathsaurus with his throne, with his weapons, with his full paint job, and it looks good. Honestly, like I'm kind of surprised. I wasn't expecting the pops of yellow everywhere. I'm not familiar with Deathsaurus, so like it's kind of fun to go in this blind, kind of see what we're getting. But here we have Deathsaurus with his throne.
Yeah, what's surprising though is it looks like it is all like digitally painted, like it's not in actual paint.
Yeah,
and I'm just wondering, like I feel like it maybe would have only taken like a week to digitally paint this from like an artist or something, that they should have had that, I feel like, at launch already painted, right? Because it was kind of dull just to see everything
grayscale
painted. Yeah. So maybe just because they had all the tiers ready, they were working on the tiers so they could have, because remember they had tiers at launch, right? Which is unheard of. Yeah. So they were working on that, they forgot to paint it.
But no, it looks good. Even in his alt form, Deathsaurus looks good, and so yeah, it is kind of cool. Honestly, like even though I'm not funding this, I'm not backing this currently. I think it's gonna feel good to get another one funded. I mean, the last one we had was G.I. Joe, right?
Yeah, and honestly, those fandoms are strong. Transformers and G.I. Joe, they're strong. Where I feel like, I don't know, Marvel and Star Wars, we kind of go back and forth with each other. There's a lot of back and forth of what's good and what's not, you know. But Transformers and G.I. Joe, they're all like together.
Anything is good, right?
They love everything. They're all together.
Whatever it is, we'll take it. It's good.
Yeah. They got diehards.
All right. So there's Deathsaurus. We'll kind of keep an eye on that casually here and see what happens. But let's go ahead and jump into Marvel Legends. Only one little thing to talk about this week is the first class version of Gambit. We've gotten a first class Banshee, first class Wolvie, first class Storm, and so now we're getting a first class Gambit. And people have been kind of saying that because we've gotten this first class Gambit, that we might be seeing a new pinless, new head sculpt first class Psylocke, because she was part of that Uncanny X-Men.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, I think that'd be way cool to get a first just a new Psylocke, because like we've gotten her in that first wave and then the 3-pack with Nimrod, and that's it, right?
Yeah, and the one was X-Force, one was regular. Yeah,
it was just the black version instead of the purple version. So it'd be cool to get a new Psylocke. I love Psylocke. Psylocke's a really cool figure.
Oh yeah,
and she recently like I don't know, she like had an identity crisis or whatever, but she's super important. But this Gambit looks good. It's just that Gambit figure in that yellow and blue first class version. Personally, like
again, the same effects, same staff.
Same effects. The card, the finger throwing the cards with the actual card faces, or I can't remember what those are called. But yeah, I actually printed on them, and honestly, I'm not partial to the first class versions of the X-Men, because like I don't like the X-Men in the same uniforms. I like X-Men's being unique and individual, but that's just my own personal preference. Like if you love these guys, this looks great, and Gambit is an amazing character, and so it's cool that you get the satchel thing too.
So, no, that is a good point. Like I don't really like them either when they're all
the same,
just
right?
the same.
Like that's the thing about X-Men. X-Men's about 100% about
they're
diversity.
So crazy and wacky. Exactly.
It's about how just who you are, and just that's who you are. You don't have to wear a uniform to be an X-Men. You're just an X-Men because you know what? You got mutant powers. Mutant and proud, baby. So, but yeah, so we'll see. It is kind of cool that they are making that first class sort of kind of line. I was thinking about it, and I was like, maybe I get him, but ultimately,
You know what though? You just like I feel like with Eternal, it's like as you start getting 1, 2, you want to finish that team. You'll get that itch to finish that team.
Yeah, yeah. I felt that itch for sure when I saw this Gambit, because Gambit is also one of my favorites, and so I'd be like, ooh. So, all right, let's go ahead but that was it for Marvel Legends. Yeah, not too much this week. Again, pretty slim pickings on the Hasbro side as we approach these holiday seasons. Hasbro is having a sale right now for their seasons. Probably by the time you've seen this, it might be the last day that it's available. So see if what you want to pick up there. But let's go ahead and jump into some imports. Here we have the Medicom Poison Ivy. Batman Hush version. But man, this is like she's giving me Arkham. Like when I fought her in Arkham, in the Arkham video games, like this is what I kind of picture her as. And man, she looks great.
It looks amazing, and not only that, but so before DC Multiverse was McFarlane's, it was Mattel's, right?
Right.
And we've like from my memory, there was maybe one Poison Ivy figure from the whole Mattel.
Really?
There hasn't been any Poison Ivies from McFarlane so far, and so just to get there hasn't been, yeah, for sure there hasn't been.
Oh yeah, I don't think so.
And so just to get like a Poison Ivy figure, I think is just much needed just for any collector really, because it's not a character. It's a prominent character, but it's a character that we haven't gotten in 6-inch form that often.
Not often, yeah. And for me, like I always take it back to Long Halloween. That's one of my favorite Batman stories, and she has a whole chapter in that stories. And in Poison Ivy, yeah, like Uma Thurman played her.
Yeah, you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
She was good, dude. She was good. I'll defend her. But yeah, it's cool to get a Mafex Medicom Ivy. Again, it's Medicom. It'll release when it comes out. I don't know the price point, but man, it is cool.
Yeah, but it is cool, and I also hope they continue to do more Batman villains, because honestly, like the Mafex Batman and Supermans are cool, but I'm more interested in villains. So if they keep adding more villains, I'll pick them more. I'll pick them up.
Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, and again, here we go. Next up, we have cool things we found around on the internet, and we're not just talking memes. We're not talking videos, or not YouTube videos that you weirdos find out there.
Your Mac friend, Brent Rambo.
We're just talking toys here. What do we have here, man?
Okay, so this is a new toy line. It's up on Kickstarter currently, so you can just type in like Defenders of Eden.
Defenders of Eden.
Yeah, so that's what they're called, Defenders of Eden. It's by this guy named Matthew Rodriguez. And he has made like a comic book, and like they're currently on issue 2 right now.
Oh wow!
So to go along with this comic book, he commissioned the Four Horsemen Studios to sculpt and make the toys for him, which is really awesome.
Wow!
And so like, like what quality you're gonna get. You know, like that these are gonna be good. We don't know the prices yet, but like there's information. There'll be updates on his Kickstarter page. Okay. And then that is Defenders of Eden.
And this is Armadillo.
No. So they're all dinos, and so this is like a Ankylosaurus.
Ankylosaurus, okay.
And it's cool because his weapon is like the end of the tail of the Ankylosaurus. How it is.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. I think.
Yeah.
And he also does have the club tail. You can't really see it, but if you see behind the hand,
I see.
The tail. I see, so he does have a tail. So yeah, this is the Ankylosaurus. And this is the Stegosaurus that they're doing. There's no names or anything like that, but he does have like the Stegosauric spikes, like on the back. You can't see him on his back. Yeah, lifted up there. And he's got like the parrot mouth.
That's cool. Now, and am I seeing some reuse in the crotch area?
It's honestly, it's almost all reuse, except I would say the heads and maybe the armor pieces. Okay, but it's like I think it's done really well just because they change it up and add so much uniqueness, because the uniqueness of the dino. The
colors and changing it up there. Oh man, look at these Triceratops.
Like, it is a small, like it is like a really small company, right? So like I think it's super smart. Just like it's essentially from what I see, it's one body mold, just with different armor pieces and head sculpts. From what I can see.
Yeah, but man, that green Triceratops looks good.
Yeah, definitely. I like the green one too over the blue one. The green one is cool.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the same body mold for sure, with different
and it's the same. It's the same across all the dinos.
Yeah,
but it works well, I think.
Yeah, it looks like the crotch pieces are somewhat the same, but a little variation.
And the belts are different.
Right, the
If you
belt.
see
Yeah, yeah. For
Oh
sure.
yeah, sorry, that's what you said. Sorry, the
Yeah,
crotch.
yeah.
The belt. Yeah, the loincloth. Yeah, and then
Oh my, who's this long boy? I see
this
this
is
guy
my
on Fall
favorite
Guys.
This is like a brachiosaurus. For me, personally, this is my favorite one in the
Yeah.
line. This one looks sick. Just that long
That's-
brachiosaurus long neck head.
Yeah, that's interesting. The like the scale, or I don't know, like the long neck is cool, but like where it comes into the shoulders, I feel like the shoulders are too broad for that
It's
head.
true.
But
And that's
it's
just
the
because they're
same-
using the same body.
right,
But
it's the same
I don't know. For
body.
me personally, I don't know. I love this guy. I'm definitely gonna get this guy.
I do love the head sculpt, and I do love that pink, reddish maroon color for sure.
Uh-huh.
And this is Defenders of Eden.
Yep, that's what they're called. Defenders of Eden.
Okay, okay. Ooh, what's this?
I don't really know. Like, it's kind of just. It looks sick though, man. Like this one
Looks
definitely has like
mean,
new.
yeah.
This one definitely is new sculpt, and the reason I can tell that is because if you look at this, there's no articulation in the ankles or elbows yet,
Yeah,
and it's just like a solid thing. And so this one is all new sculpt to me.
interesting. Yeah, no, the angle of the thighs and the calves,
The knees,
yeah,
it's all solid,
it's all
right?
different, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a solid. There's no articulation whatsoever. But he
Interesting.
looks cool.
Okay. I
Which
don't
was your
know.
favorite out of all these?
I'm gonna have to go with the Triceratops.
Really? That's like my
green
least favorite
Triceratops.
out of all of
The
them.
green Triceratops. I don't know. Maybe I'm partial to Triceratops. I do like those. If they did a Velociraptor, then yeah, I'm all for it. But like an Ankylosaurus, long neck, a Stegosaurus is cool. But man, Triceratops, green Triceratops. That's like a classic dinosaur. That's like a wear
Classic
back.
toy, right?
Yeah, it's like a wear back dinosaur.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I'm excited to see where these go.
yeah, we'll see what rest of this line is, but they're currently on Kickstarter. Check them out on Defenders of Eden.
Mhm.
There you go. All right, and now we're going into Operation Monster Force, and these are cool. I'm really digging these.
Yeah, not so much. Like I don't
Okay.
think I'll even pick up one. They just don't interest me.
Mhm.
I mean, and so, but this I do think it's cool though because it is from It's called Big Bad Toy Shop, and so it's Big Bad Toy
Right.
Store making their own toy lines,
Making
and this
their
is
own
the
toys.
first of them. So
Yeah.
I do think that is cool. They are retailing for $36.99. They're 1/12 scale.
I think they're matching market prices for sure, and based off of the amount of extra you get, 34.
It's true. It's true. And like, sometimes we complain about Hasbro with their prices, but it does take a lot of money to make these. And we see that with
Yeah.
when these little toy companies come,
Yeah,
where they're just bearing all the costs up front.
yeah.
It's not a bad price, 37, like you said, with the amount of stuff you're getting.
Yeah, like this is like above NECA level accessories.
So this guy is called Crimson Moon Division. That's what he's just like a soldier, I guess.
I'm getting some like Nazi vibes off this guy.
Yeah.
Some like zombie Nazis. What was this guy? I'm assuming some type of vampire.
Let's see.
He does cool. He comes with a scar, which is really cool. I love that scar. They did a really good job on that paint job.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't find this guy.
So we got some kind of Dracula guy, some vampiric guy. Get some zombie Nazi zombies here, man. But look at those weapons. Those weapons they look good.
That's where they got you. See, that doesn't interest me. That's where they got you. That's how I'm like, figure wise, I'm like, I don't really like these figures, and especially just because I feel like they're kind of similar in build and like the same. Like I feel like GI Joe satisfies this itch for me. I think that's the issue. Whereas like Defenders of Eden, it's a different. It's dinos,
yeah,
and
dinos.
I want that. Whereas this is like
it's just
some
Joes,
guy, yeah,
with like monster adjacent.
Yeah,
Joes.
some Van Helsing Joes.
Yeah, Van Helsing Joes, crossbow, man. But man, look what you get. You get holsters, hands.
And this is actually Van Helsing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this is their Van Helsing.
He looks good. I do like that. He comes with a crossbow. But yeah, as far as articulation wise, it looks like double elbows, double knees, butterfly joints.
At least they got butterfly. That's good. I love the butterfly.
That is really good. Torso crunch. So you can and as far as ankle movement, I don't know. The pants do come over a bit, so maybe front and back, but Oh yeah,
it just looks like all standard, like everything that you would want articulation wise, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And with those hands, man, it's cool that you're getting so many hands. That's nice. All right, and again, another, Nazi.
And this one is Sleepwalker Heavy Weapons Division. So it's like another other division, just like another soldier, but it's the heavy.
But yeah, it looks like you get 3 heads with this one. I mean, one is literally a Nazi helmet, so that's
and there's there's a lot of reuse with the red one with this one too. This head, the body.
It looks like you do lose butterfly joints on this guy because of the suit, but
because he's heavy, so he probably made he's like a little bigger,
Yeah, interesting. Ooh, and who do we have here? Yikes!
This guy is called the Forgotten King.
Whoa, it's like
some
Conchu.
Yeah. Some Conchu. Maybe you could fight him. You could have him fight in Moon Knight. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And I like the translucent hands. Like you could.
Those are sick. You're right. I like those.
Someone or something.
Those are nice.
Yeah, those are nice. So man, it does look good. Nice suit body. Again, no butterfly because it is a suit. So, oh, and who do we have here?
This one is Obsidian Elite Guardsman.
Okay, so again, we're seeing that reuse of that body mold, just different paint jobs.
Even the backpack, even the weapons.
It's all weapons. The head even is reused. So again,
which is common. Yeah,
which is very, very, very common.
I mean, and there's enough new molds in this line.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For the first wave. Yeah. For sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, and those suit bodies, they do look good. They do look good. All right. And then who do we have here?
This is Count Dracula.
The Dracula.
Dracula. Yeah. The Dracula.
He's strong. I do like that you get a resting face and a screaming face. That's something that we're starting to see less and less of.
That's true.
Clawed hands, sword. It's Dracula. Of course, he gets a sword. Monster Force. I dig this line though.
I think this one was my favorite. I think if I might pick this one up just to check out. Yeah, I like Dracula.
All right,
I like Dracula.
Okay,
we'll see the rest. Maybe there's more that will change my mind.
Yeah, honestly, like I would pick up one of the. I'm partial to the green
the soldiers.
Yeah, the green fatigue soldier. Just to kind of get a feel for the whole articulation and tooling that they have.
Yeah, that's the only reason I want to get one, just to check it out.
Yeah. Oh,
see what's up.
And who's this? Another vampire warrior looking dude.
This guy is named Delta Red Urban Operations Trooper. So a lot of Army Builder soldiers.
Yeah, a lot.
Which I think is smart because it makes collectors who want to buy I feel like it incentivizes multiples, and so you can kind of get funding that way.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, a lot of the same accessories as the other vampire guy, but just different color. So,
and new head sculpts. I like the new head sculpts. They're not just using the same kind of soldier they were using before.
But yeah, I mean, man, that's definitely an interesting line. We'll see where Monster Force goes. And this is also on Kickstarter.
No, this is just Big Bad. So this Big.
Oh, that's right. This is Big Bad. So they already have the funding. They're just pushing forward with it.
Definitely, yeah. So you would have to worry about this because Big Bad has always been solid. They've never had anything.
Never ever
with them. Yeah, and honestly, just looking at these, it's loaded with stuff. Look at this guy. It's loaded.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's what I'm saying. Knowing that it's Big Bad and knowing that you can just get this, I might get one of their soldier figures just to kind of figure out the tooling and also get all those accessories. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah. So $36.99 up for pre-order on Big Bad currently.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, go ahead and check out Entertainment Earth and be sure to use our code BROTHERS for 10% off your order, or use the link in our description below. And you don't even have to enter any code. Just hit that link, do your shopping, fill up that cart, and check out, and you'll get that 10% off for sure. But yeah, that's going to go ahead and end our show. Be on the lookout for a couple new episodes that we got here. We are kind of branching off into different areas. We'll kind of be doing some community explorations with Josh, talking about the drama with with Dorkside, and you might start seeing some custom videos pop up here and there. But anything else, Josh?
Nope, that's all.
All right, we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.
Peace.